Good morning, students. Today we will start second day's lesson in Maths Introduction to Euclidean Geometry. In yesterday's class, we learnt how mathematics developed in various parts of the world. We also understood the necessity for the development of mathematics in ancient civilization, how it took its growth in different civilizations, how mathematics is developed in India, in Egypt, in Greek civilization. Then we learnt about a book written by Euclid called Elements. It has 13 chapters. In today's class, we will learn Euclid's definitions, axioms, and postulates. He thought that line, plane, point were derived from what was seen around them. He gave an idea for solids that have shape, size, position, and can be moved from one place to another place. Then idea about surface, curves, straight lines, points were also developed during his period. He listed 23 definitions in book 1 of Elements. Among them, few we will discuss today. First one, a point is that which has no part. Point is a point. When you using a pencil, if you make a dot on a book, it represents a point, isn't it? It doesn't have a breadth, length, and it doesn't have any parts. It is breadthless length. A line is a breadthless length. The ends of a line are points. When we draw a line, if we assume this is the end, then it can be shown as a point also. A straight line is a line which lies evenly with the points on itself. Many points lie on the line. A surface is that which has length and breadth only. Suppose this page is a surface. It has length, it has breadth. So a surface has length and breadth. The edges of a surface are lines. If you look at this sheet, its surface, the boundary is a line. Length is also a line, breadth is also a line. A plane surface is a surface which lies evenly with the straight lines on itself. Points, line, plane are considered as undefined. As it is, we have to accept them. No definition is required for points, line, and plane. Now, shall we list all these points? Now, write definitions by Euclid. Definitions by Euclid. First point, a point is that which has no part. A point is that which has no part. Second one, a line is breadthless length. The line does not have any thickness. A line is breadthless length. You already studied all these points in your 8th standard, so I won't go to discuss it, and we will copy it as it is. A line is breadthless length. Third point, the ends of a line are points. The ends of a line are points. A straight line is a line. A straight line is a line which lies evenly with the points on itself. With the points on itself. A surface is that, next point, a surface is that which has length and breadth only. A surface is that which has length and breadth only. Next point, the edges of a surface are lines. The edges of a surface are lines. Next point, a plane surface is a surface. A plane surface is a surface which lies evenly. A plane surface is a surface which lies evenly with the straight lines on itself. With the straight lines on itself. Then he discussed about postulates and axioms. Postulates are specifically used in geometry as well as in all the branches of mathematics. They are accepted as universal truth. Whereas axioms are not specific to geometry, they are assumptions, but they are also universal truths. Let us list some of the axioms given by Euclid. Axioms, side heading. You already learnt it in last class, last year, 8th standard. First axiom, things which are equal to the same thing are equal to one another. Write down. Things which are equal to the same thing are equal to one another. Then draw 3 small rectangles of equal size. 3 rectangles of equal size. One name it as A, another one as B, another one as C. Named it A, B and C. Now below that one write A is equal to B, B is equal to C, therefore A is equal to C. I hope you all understood. Second axiom, if equals are added to equals, the wholes are equal. If equals are added to equals, the wholes are equal. You can see 3/4 of two circles of same radius are equal. 3/4 of two circles of same radius are equal. Their quarters also equal. When we add quarter to 3/4, it will become full, and both fulls are also equal. Equals, adding equals, then they will become wholes. They are also equal. Can you draw rough diagram? Draw. First 2 3/4 of circle, then 2 quarters of circle, then full 2 circles. Shade differently quarter circle and 3/4 circle. Write equal sign, equal sign, equal sign. Next axiom, if equals are subtracted from equals, then the remainders are equal. If equals are subtracted from equals, then the remainders are equal. Draw 2 rectangles of same size. Subtracted part has to be shown below. A part of it has to be subtracted, should be shown below. Then remaining part should be shown. Two rectangles, subtracted parts should be shown below. Then remainders are all equal. Next axiom, things which coincide with one another, equal. Things which coincide with one another are equal. Things which coincide with one another are equal. Now let us look at this sheet. Can you see? It's below also. The part is they exactly coincide with one another. Whatever the measurement of the first sheet, it will be the measurement of the second sheet. Things which coincide with one another are equal to one another. No diagram for that one. Next point. The whole is greater than the part. Whole is greater than the part. Two same size rectangles have to be drawn. One full rectangle has to be shaded. Another one half or 3/4 of this rectangle should be shaded. Another one part should be left blank. Then whole is greater than part. Next, things which are double of the same thing, things which are double of the same thing are equal to one another. Everyone copied the sentence? Things which are double of the same thing are equal to one another. Let us take two sketch pens. One sketch pen length is equal to second sketch pen length. I'll double the first one. I'll double the second one. Double of first one equal to double of second one. First one equal to second one. Double of first one equal to double of second one. Understood now? Two rectangles of same size. Then double this, they are also same. completed. Last axiom. Things which are halves of the same thing, things which are halves of the same thing are equal to one another. Things which are halves of the same thing are equal to one another. Let us take this full sheet. Let us fold it. Then this part is equal to this part. Both halves are equal. Draw one full circle. Draw one diameter. Then two semicircles. I hope you all copied these points. This much is sufficient for today. We will meet you tomorrow.